My ex said I'd never succeed without him. So I hired his sister and built a company that destroyed his. When my ex Ryan dumped me, he didn't even bother pretending to be kind. He sat across from me at a cafe we used to love, stirring his latte like he was bored out of his mind and said, "You're holding me back? You don't have the drive to make anything of yourself. I can't date someone who's content with being average." Then he added with a smile that still makes my skin crawl, "Be grateful. One day you'll look back and realize losing me was your rock bottom." He walked out before I could respond, left me with the bill. We had been together for 5 years. I supported him through 2 layoffs, 3 career changes, and about a dozen half-finished hobbies he quit when they got hard. But the second I said I wanted to quit my job and start my own small design business, suddenly I was delusional. That night I cried until my eyes swelled shut. The next morning, I got up, made coffee, and registered my business license. Fine. If being with him meant being small, I'd learn how to take up space without him. My biggest surprise came 2 weeks later when I got an email from his younger sister, Zoe. Subject: need a job? Need a boss? Because I need to quit my brother. Turns out Ryan had hired her as an unpaid assistant for his new startup, which was basically him yelling into Zoom calls and calling it leadership. She was exhausted, broke, and sick of his ego. She asked if she could work for me instead. Hiring her was the single best decision I ever made. Within 6 months, my tiny design business had actual clients. Within a year, we had outgrown my apartment and moved into a downtown studio. Within 2, we were booking national campaigns and bringing in more revenue than I ever dreamed. Every win felt like another brick I'd taken back from the wall he'd built around me. Meanwhile, Ryan's startup was circling the drain. He posted endless motivational quotes about betrayal and loyalty. His employees were quitting weekly. Zoe told me he bragged nonstop about how he inspired my success by dumping me. We ignored him, mostly. Then everything blew up the day we were invited to present at an entrepreneurship conference, the same conference Ryan had applied to and been rejected from 3 years in a row. He showed up anyway. I saw him across the hotel lobby before my keynote. He smirked at me like I was still the girl crying over pasta in our old kitchen. "Funny running into you," he said. "You know, if you need help with your pitch, I could give you some pointers." Zoe didn't miss a beat. "Pointers? You? You once printed an entire investor deck upside down." A few people nearby snorted. Ryan flushed bright red but kept going. "You wouldn't even have a company without everything I taught you." I opened my laptop and turned the screen toward him, our revenue dashboard. His jaw dropped. Then he stuttered. You're projecting numbers, right?" "No," I said. "Those are last month's actuals." He blinked like I'd slapped him. Before he could recover, the event coordinator ran up and said loudly, too loudly, "Oh good, you're here. Your company is the keynote success story. Everyone's dying to hear about your expansion." Ryan froze. "Your expansion?" Zoe answered for me. "We're opening our second office in LA next quarter and hiring 20 new employees." I swear the oxygen left his lungs. He scrambled, grasping for something to say. "You got lucky," he muttered. "You'll burn out. You can't handle growth like that." I just smiled. "I'm not alone anymore. I have a real team. Loyalty is a strength, not a leash." He stared at Zoe, betrayal all over his face. "You're working for her?" She crossed her arms. "You told me I'd never go far if I didn't follow your lead. Turns out I just needed to follow someone who actually knows where she's going." The coordinator waved me toward the stage. We walked past Ryan together, me in heels that didn't shake, Zoe in a blazer she'd bought with her first real paycheck. He looked tiny. After my presentation, investors rushed me. Founders asked for advice, and Zoe beamed at me like a proud sister. We celebrated all night. The next morning, Ryan posted a long rant about fake entrepreneurs and family betrayal, but it flopped. Even his followers were tired of him. 2 months later, his startup went under. Last week, I received a message from an unknown number. "Do you need help? I'm looking for new opportunities." I didn't respond, but I did screenshot it and send it to Zoe. Her reply, "Karma really said, we're done. You're too mediocre." And the best part? Ryan once told me I'd never succeed without him. Turns out he was right about one thing. I didn't just succeed without him. I built an entire world he could never survive in. Bangala Onubad.